What's up, family? Welcome to Ask Them My Aunts.
Where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
I mean, that right there is real.
It's just me. It's just in me.
My dog is bigger than him.
You stank. Go ahead, brush my face. Let's see if you want 3 for 3.
This is my sensitive wife. Very sensitive wife, Iana.
He doing that, y'all, because we was just talking about something. He like, oh, you so sensitive. And this is my understanding husband. Oh, so understanding husband. Agize.
Welcome, y'all. We got a question in from a brother, and it goes like this. I am a 38-year-old black male, and I feel rejected by black women. I have not dealt with a woman in 4 years. I am sexually frustrated, and masturbation is not fulfilling me. I think that black women find me somehow ugly. What can I do? I am battling depression, and I tend to be only focused on sex. At 38, I've been only with 5 women. I started having sex at 24, and I feel like a failure due to my late start. I've been seeing a therapist for 6 months, but I don't see much change. I don't think women see me attractive. People say I need confidence, but I feel so rejected. How do I gain confidence? My only outlet for sexual release is masturbation. I want to know what I need to do to find a woman. Some people say I should seek a sex worker. I'm not too keen on that. To me, it will confirm that I'm a loser. I don't know what it is anymore to hold a woman. I think I am very ugly looking to women due to their reactions to me when I try to approach them. I feel like the dirt underneath women's feet.
My goodness.
I was at work with this customer and tried to talk to her. I asked her if she was single. She said she was not interested. Cool. Then she says, no offense, but a woman knows if she wants to have sex with a man in 2 seconds, and you are not my type. Do you have any insights for me?
Do we ever? Do we ever, my brother? First of all, can I just say this?
Go ahead.
We've seen a picture of this brother. So I just want to say that he is not unattractive. And I'm not just saying that. So,
If that's his picture.
well, I'm assuming that's his picture.
Yeah, we just saw a Facebook movie the other day, and
Well, look, the picture we saw, you are not unattractive, okay? So that's in your mind, you know. It's some of the most fabulous looking people in the world who say, I always felt like I was not, you know, attractive. I wasn't beautiful. And so we know that that's a figment of our imagination. But I'm going to just say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get in. I'm going to get out. The advice is this. You need to love and accept yourself. I know that sounds real, you know, like cliche, and you need to love and accept yourself. Really you do. Because I'm going to tell you this. You put in here that a woman knows within 2 seconds whether or not she wants to have sex with a man. And somehow you interpreted this young lady's, what you perceive to be rejection of you as her saying, oh, I know I don't want to have sex with him. First of all, let me help you to understand some things. Unless you are pursuing somebody who's on the pole, or somebody who's on the corner, you know, who gets money. I mean, most women are not thinking about having sex with you as soon as they meet you. So why you even went there, I don't understand. And it seems that there's a theme of sex going on in your question where you are kind of focused on that. And you don't need to be focused on that, you know, as some part of some major issue, you know. You haven't had sex, so perhaps that's why the focus is there. But here's the piece. What she sensed from you is your awkwardness, probably. Is your socially uncomfortable, perhaps, presence. Okay? And when we are not sure about ourselves, when we are really consumed with are people thinking I'm okay, and do I look a certain way, do I come off a certain way, it oozes off of us. So when you come around someone, if you are uncomfortable, you make that person uncomfortable. If you're awkward, you make me feel awkward. The more comfortable you are with yourself, the more comfortable you make other people. So what happens then for you is a self-fulfilling prophecy of creating rejection. Because when you approach folks and when you go around folks, you haven't accepted yourself. So why do you expect anybody to accept you? I mean, you need to feel that. That comes from you. So don't nobody really want to go there because you seem so awkward and uncomfortable and, you know, just a little, you know, maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe you're just kind of fidgeting, whatever. So that is what you get back.
That's an excellent question my wife just asked. Why would anybody want to accept you? Ask yourself that question. And the reason why I say ask yourself that question is because you need to get a grip, a grasp, a better understanding of what your inherent value is. You know, so if you can identify some things that you've done right in your life,
Yes.
if you can identify some accomplishments, some successes, some worth, some value, then that right there will start to become your predominant state of being, and you'll start to ooze that. Go back to those times that you won. Everybody has had a victory in their life somewhere, somehow, some way or another. What I want you to do is reflect on that. Reflect on the space that you were in emotionally when that occurred. Reflect on the number of times that you were low and you began to become high. You know, you've gone from the bottom to the top. It's happened to everybody, and I'm pretty sure it's happened to you. You need to capitalize on that energy in the space that you were in when you were climbing that ladder. When you were becoming the best person that you could be, go back to that space and now bring it forward. You know, again, reflect on your inherent value, because it's when you're in that space that you will begin to ooze, begin to exude that air of confidence, and then people will start to become more attracted to you.
What I will say, though, is this. It won't be easy. You know, anytime we have any kind of insecurities, and yours seems to be quite severe. I will say that. It seems quite severe from the tone of your letter. It takes work and it takes intentional effort to work on. So, for example, you may tell yourself something different than what you believe, but still feel the same way you've been feeling. You know, you may try to coach yourself into another kind of thinking, but on your gut, or in your gut, you still feel the same way you've been feeling. And that's normal and that's natural. But, you know, you're going to have to reinforce in your spirit and in yourself the exact opposite of what you've been reinforcing. And it's just going to take time. So I really encourage you to continue with your counseling, to stay with your counseling. I'm hoping that your therapist is focusing on building up your sense of self. People don't understand. You probably don't understand. You want to look outside of yourself for the answer. You want to look to what's going on with me in sex, and why are these ladies, you know, they're rejecting me, and all these other things. It's in you.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies. When you can shift and transform your inner consciousness, then the world around you will shift. Because everything we see is a projection of our reality in here. And until you get that, my brother, you will feel like the dirt underneath people's feet. You know why? Because you feel like dirt on the inside. You need to let some light in. And it's okay to be cracked. It's okay to be fucked up a little bit. Because when there are cracks, the light can get in. So allow the light in. Get yourself together. Get ready to stop playing. Because you sure enough need to start pushing.
1, 2, 1, 2.